Greed is good. And we're also good, so we're greedy. Yes, we've sold out. This is the first official Cartridge Blowers sponsored content. This week it's brought to you by Tank Time, a mobile tactical war game where a dude in a tank top travels through time. Use the code KEEPBLOWIN to get 3 free tank tops. But don't worry about our channel changing. We're still going to be just as terrible as you remember. This week is no exception. It's Advergames. I drop the beats to drop some beasts in Skrillex Quests, and then I weather a storm of bullets in duty calls. And Cody gets to the headquarters of the Red M&M, leader of Al-Qaeda, and M&M Adventure. And then he enters the Dorito Lotus in Dorito VR Battle. All this, and what's the goodest pill to eat? It's Cartridge Blowers, episode 126. 10-piece, 2-ply, can't lose. Speaking of not losing, this video is also brought to you by Ebony Online. Come play, my lord. These are bosoms.
YNIN's Cartridge Blowers, starring Cody Coleman, Nikki Wright, Matt Krua, and no one else. Cartridge Blowers. Hello everybody, and welcome to YNIN's Cartridge Blowers, the show where we give video games a second chance to make a first impression. I'm Cody Coleman, and with me, as always, is Matt Krua.
It's me, and me alone.
Yeah, there's no Nikki this week. She's off in a frozen wasteland. I don't know, watching like people get like hitched or something. Whatever.
Is that when you get killed by Will Smith?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, but specifically in his early 2000s love attire from the movie Hitch. Yes. Yeah, no, Nikki's gone, she's dead, she's frozen, I don't know, she'll be back next time. But this time, it's just the two of us.
Oh man, finally, 2 white guys talking about video games on YouTube.
Oh man, yeah, the unique identifying factor is gone. That's too bad.
You know, YouTube has been waiting for it, and here we are, the 2 white guys, 2WG, number 2. You can get your stickers at our merch shop, 2WG.gov.
We're government affiliated now.
That's why people are.
Yeah. But this is the show where in the second half we play video games based around the theme. And this time the theme is going to be Advergames. This is like, I think, our third time to do this.
Advergames.
Yeah. Games.
Brought to you by Ricola. Ricola. Number 1 in throat helping.
Absolutely. So yeah, basically the games are all going to be basically trying to sell you something, some kind of commercial of some sort. But yeah, you can watch us live every other Friday on twitch.tv/cartridge blowers, but you can also watch the edited version if you don't want to stay up and watch us, when it's our schedule, by going over to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/YNINpod. You're seeing both of those things pop up. I just flipped sides because I forgot to change that, but that's all right. We're going to go back. It's fine. But yeah, so youtube.com/YNINpod, twitch.tv/Cartridge Blowers.
Did you see those things pop up? That was crazy.
It was. It's almost as if it were magic. But yeah, so This that's what we're gonna do later. If you're watching on YouTube, you can click in the timestamp in the description below to go ahead and skip there now. Otherwise, you're just gonna have to watch us talk a little bit. We'll probably keep it short. We don't, have lives, so maybe we didn't
Plus,
play anything good.
we've got sponsors this week, so we've got to keep it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like Equate, budget, ibuprofen. When your head's a hurting, come swallow pills.
I like it. Matt, did you play anything you would like to talk about this week?
I did.
Okay.
I did. This is my fusion dance pose because I play Dragon Ball Fighters a lot.
Oh, cool. So what are you thinking?
It's fantastic. It's one of the best fighting games I would say I've ever played.
Really?
Yeah, it's really easy and fun to get into. If you're like me and you are a person who enjoys fighting games but is not particularly good at them,
yeah,
then
like
this is
me.
the fighting game for you.
Oh boy. Okay, I like that.
Yeah, it's got a very easy skill. There's a word I'm looking for and I can't find it, but it's easy to get into and easy to learn basic combos. Each character plays differently. It's a 3-on-3 fighter, a la Marvel vs. Capcom, and you've got a lot of different characters to choose from throughout the series. It's also a very, very pretty game. I can't stress that enough. How good looking this stupid game is.
Does it successfully look just like the show, like it describes?
Not only is they're 3D models that look 2D, and they look like 2D hand-drawn animation. They painstakingly went through, and every character's moveset, like just the animations, are set to match manga panels.
Really?
Like the exact way that they're drawn. So like Goku might have some like overhead attack, and that's literally the exact way it looked when he fought like Frieza on Namek and did the same. It's not like a move, it's just a hit. And they replicated it because they have that level of detail.
Wow. Okay, cool.
Pretty intense. I've been playing through the story mode.
Yeah.
And story mode is good and bad.
Okay.
It is good and it's bad in that it's just a lot of battles against with nothing. You're just fighting clones. And so it's just a bunch of meaningless fights, and they're pretty easy. It's cool because you get a brand new story, and there are a lot of side cutscenes that are pretty funny.
Yeah.
And I don't know if did I talk about this last episode? I don't think I did. The story mode's entire purpose, and actually, so in the story, Goku has been taken over by a human soul that possesses him and makes him able to fight.
Oh wait, no, you did talk about this.
Did I talk about it?
Yeah.
Talk about to you personally.
Dude, I don't remember. I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna repeat it if it was on the show. He takes over Goku so Goku can fight, and this is all basically so that since he can only possess one person at a time, it explains the tag battle system.
Yeah, right.
It gives an in-universe canon reason for tag fighting, which is the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Like, I guess they wanted to be like, there needs to be an excuse for why your friend does not help you, and it has to be possession. Body possession.
Have they seen Dragon Ball? Like, literally, people watch a little boy fight a giant bug monster, and they're like, "Oh man, he's gonna kill a little boy. Nothing we can do about it."
Yep. Suppose he's gonna die. All right.
Yep,
well, that's fine.
Poor child. So yeah, it's a lot of fun though. A lot of the cutscenes are really funny. And I just really like the gameplay though. Honestly, it's a lot of fun to play.
Awesome.
Yeah, I got my team. Yamcha is top tier in the game, and I think I like Tien better though. I have Yamcha, Tien, and I'm playing around with some other characters. I think I just kind of dig Goku. Bye, roll, Harry. And yeah, so that's Dragon Ball Fighters. Give it a shot when it's cheap.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, I don't. I liked the other fighters, Dragon Ball Fighter. Well, some of them were terrible.
This is the best one.
Okay, awesome. Well, then I'll definitely have to give it a shot. Did you play anything else?
I did. I talked last week about a game called Celeste.
Yeah. How is it still?
So I finished it.
Okay.
I'm gonna say finished. I didn't 100% it. I don't think I'm good enough to 100% it.
Okay.
It gets very, very hard, but it's one of those games that is just the perfect amount of hard.
Okay.
And like for instance, on a level, it keeps track of how many times you've died in a level. And so by the end of one level, I may have died 300 times.
Okay.
Right. But when you die, you start at the beginning of the room you're in, and it's a series of rooms that you're going through. And so you get to try again and again and again and again. You just get better and better and better. And so I don't know. I felt my skills progressing as I played more and more. And the controls in the game are just so perfect for what it is. I mean, you've got jump and you've got double jump, and then each level has its own tricks that you do with those mechanics, and that's it.
Okay.
Hey. It's also got a very kind of beautiful story.
Okay.
To it. Yeah.
So what's the? Do you mind saying what it is?
Yeah, I guess spoiler alert for those who want to play it. It's about a girl who has been going through some tough times. She's been dealing with depression, and she decides that she wants to take her fate into her own hands, and so she was going to climb this mountain. And along the way, the mountain turns out to have essentially this sort of mystical presence to it, and her depression takes physical form.
Oh.
And as like a dark version of herself, and the interplay between those two is I don't know, it's a really well done story for what is essentially a gameplay focused game. Yeah, and there's a lot of side characters that are fun. It's a good time. I would say it belonged in 2017.
the year of good games. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's that good. It's really fantastic.
Well, maybe I'll have to pick that up.
It's gonna have some killer speedruns at SGDQ this year, I guarantee.
Awesome. Excited. Yeah, so like I pulled it up on the Switch very briefly, and it does not look the way that I thought it would look. It looks I don't even want to say it doesn't even really look 8-bit. It looks like somewhere between Atari and Nintendo, but prettier. Like, it's weird.
And what's really neat is that at one point in the game you can find a version of the game of one of the levels, and it's done in ColecoVision graphics.
Really?
Yeah, with the same gameplay, but they've just kind of made this old early 1980s version of it, and it's really cool.
Interesting. All right.
There's a lot of fun secrets hiding within this game. I can't recommend it enough. I don't play the Switch handheld very often. I played through this game mostly handheld. I think it's perfect for it.
Right on.
Because you can stop and start and stop and start. So
that's awesome. All right. So maybe that and Blaster Master are what I'll use my Switch points
Blaster
on.
Master is still really good too.
Yeah.
I think Celeste is a better game.
Okay. Cool. It's how much is it? It's not expensive.
Like $20, I think.
Yeah, that's not too bad. All right. Anything else you play?
No, did you play anything, buddy?
I did, actually.
Oh, cool.
I played a game that I bought when it was on sale beginning of the winter called Little Nightmares, which is a creepy game. It's actually creepier than I thought it would be. It's a puzzle game in the gameplay and story style of Limbo, in that it doesn't give you a whole lot of reason for the shit that's happening. But the visual style is very different, and you also run along a 3D plane as opposed to just side-scrolling. So it's not silhouette, it's not 2D, but it's otherwise very similar.
It's a puzzle game.
It is a puzzle game, yeah.
Okay.
It's a puzzle platformer.
Okay.
Um, and there's some really creepy shit in it. You play like this little kid that's in this little raincoat. Don't know why. You appear to be on some kind of maybe boat. And then just lots of really weird stuff happens. I'm assuming you are playing the kid's Little Nightmares, and that explains why everything is just makes no sense.
Sure.
But it's got a really cool visual style, and if you like creepy games and you like fairly simple puzzlers, I believe you can play this entire game in 5 hours, which is why I waited for it to get on sale, because I did
Sure.
not want to spend $20 for a 5-hour game.
How much was it on sale?
It was like $8, something like that,
Not bad.
and that's fine. I'm okay with that. So yeah, and it was fun. I made the mistake of playing it next to my wife right before we went to bed in the dark. So it was. That was a little creepier, maybe, but yeah. So
You got the ambiance going, which is what you needed.
absolutely, it's definitely like a Halloween game if you want
Sure.
something for that. But beyond that, I've played Mario Rabbids some more. I beat the story mode, collecting the chests and doing the challenges because I hate myself
Sure.
and just feel the need to 100% this. Probably not gonna.
You can. It's doable.
I can. Finding those chests after the fact gets really fucking tedious. So I'm not gonna lie. I pulled up a walkthrough for the first 2 levels after I had already played the level once, then gone back into the challenges, and like there were still 3 or 4 chests I was missing. So I'm
Sure.
like, fuck, I'm just gonna go through the damn walkthrough and find every one of them until I've gotten all of them. And I
Well,
did.
even when you 100% it, which you should, there's the DLC coming within the next month or so.
Right.
And that's
Yeah.
a whole new world.
Yeah, and that's fine. But yeah, I played some of the ultimate challenges, and fuck, man.
I've beaten them. A couple
Damn.
of them took a couple tries.
And the problem is, like, you could be doing really good for like half an hour, 40 minutes, and then die and have to do it again.
Can I tell you how to beat them?
Yes, please.
Rabid Mario and Rabid Luigi.
Okay. See, I have regular Luigi, Mario, and Rabid Mario.
Yeah.
Uh,
Rabid Luigi.
his vampire dash is
He
probably
needs the
useful.
vampire dash and put vampire on his gun, and you're good to go.
Okay. That's gonna be what I have to do.
His vampire really should only affect one person, you would think. But no, if he infects someone with vampire, then Mario can shoot them, and Mario regains health
Yeah.
too.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, man. That game's fun. I love that
Yeah.
game. That's really all I've played. Yeah. So with that, we can move on to talking about some games that are coming out.
Ooh, the future.
Yeah, the future. So this week, only really got 2 things I wanted to talk about.
Ooh, the barren future.
Yeah. There's some things that are coming out that look okay, but really not worth taking time on the show to talk about. February 16th, 2018, a game called Fee comes out for the PC, Xbox One, PS4, and Nintendo Switch. And that is a game, it's very pretty, very artistic. You play through like sort of a Nordic world.
Mm-hmm.
And the gimmick here is you kind of like Ocarina of Time or Wind Waker kind of style. You can control the different notes that the character can sing, and you use that to figure out how to talk with every living being in the forest. Everything that is alive you can talk to in some way using this, and they will help you through puzzles and things of that nature. And it looks kind of neat. I'm sure there will be a PC release at some point. It's just not on the docket for the future. And in which case, if they do, I'll probably pick it up whenever it goes on sale. I don't think I'd probably want to pay a full game price for it until I see
Understandable.
more about it. But yeah, have you heard about it?
I feel like I've seen a trailer,
Okay.
and I don't remember what. I know I've heard the name though.
Okay. Right on. And then the next game put on here mostly for Matt here,
Ooh.
coming out February 20th, 2018, Metal Gear Survive for the Xbox One and PS4.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Metal Gear Survive.
Okay, let's do it.
Metal Gear Survive is in the Metal Gear Solid 5 engine, so that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Metal Gear Solid 5 is definitely a fantastic game. However, it's not made by Hideo Kojima because he and Konami have parted ways very messily.
Yeah, I've heard about this.
Yeah, they were super shitty to him. And so this is made by essentially a scab team.
Okay.
And from what I've seen I've seen people playing, pardon me, the beta. It looks good and bad.
Okay.
So
it's like a 4-player co-op game.
Right. And you're there are these weird zombies that have been infected by this weird crystal that replaces their heads. Like their heads are just this crystal. And
what?
Yeah, and so they swarm around and try and kill you. But you have to try and like build your base up and go out for supplies. So it's a survival type game, obviously. Which is not what Metal Gear is. Metal Gear is stealth infiltration missions.
Right.
And ridiculous stories. But like you can do weird actiony things, like you can build fences on the fly, like you send out a little robot that builds a fence for you.
Well, that's kind of neat.
Kinda. But it's not Metal Gear, and I don't know, it doesn't look fun. It looks interesting, but it doesn't look fun. I don't know, we'll see.
There's also no PC port listed here either.
Not that I know of, yeah.
So yeah. So I don't know.
Konami's bad now.
Yeah. Oh well. It had to happen eventually, I suppose. So yeah. That's really it, man.
February. It happens.
Yeah. Why don't we get into actually playing our games, and we got a lot of them this time.
Okay.
So, like I said at the beginning of the episode, this week our theme is going to be Advergames.
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 Brought to you by rubber bands. Rubber bands. Use them to band money together, but spend the money on more rubber bands.
You should do every commercial that anyone listens to ever.
Okay, listen, guys, I'm ready. Give me a product. Oh, wait, I got one. Brought to you by Ninja Turtles tissues. Ninja Turtles is pocket tissues. 10-piece, 2-ply. Can't lose.
Cool. Well, even though we don't have Nikki here this week, we still have 4 games that we're going to play, assuming I don't have to cut for time.
Right.
So we're going to start out with Matt's first game.
Ooh, I have a game. So, Advergames, right?
Yep.
So let's talk. This game was made to advertise a musician.
Oh, okay.
Now, this was made by another person. They were hired to make this game in order to advertise someone who was not popular at the time.
Okay.
Since this game has come out back in 2010 or so, the musician became successful.
Because of this game, obviously.
Yes, this game set them into superstardom. And now they are here for you to enjoy. There are many, many drops. The game we're playing first is called Skrillex Quest.
Okay.
And Cody was wondering if it counts as Advergames. I think the fact that it was commissioned by Skrillex to advertise Skrillex.
I think it counts.
Counts, yes.
Yeah. All right.
It is a browser game, but it doesn't look it. and it's the premise is basically, what if you know when you get dust on your cartridge
Yeah.
and you have to blow it?
Yeah.
What if you don't?
What if you just play it in that state?
What if you just play it?
I'm pretty sure I've tried. You get a rainbow screen and don't advance further.
But what happens to the world inside, Cody?
Oh, I see. All right. So I'm assuming lots of bass drops.
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's get into it if you have nothing else to say.
Let's do it.
All right.
So yeah, again, this is being played on a browser.
Ah, you get gold cartridge and everything.
Heck yeah, dude. So it all began with a simple speck of dust.
Okay.
So we get our epic storyline. Now, when I say this is meant to advertise Skrillex,
It's
that is
really
not
to advertise dust.
Yes, this is very pro dust.
Oh
That's
man.
it. So I may have sold this game a bit short. Oh, it's kind of cool.
Okay. I'm wondering if this game is going to be unbearable.
No, it's actually kind of neat.
All right.
I mean, yes, there is a lot of Skrillex playing.
Oh man.
So a mysterious plague has descended on our world, warping everything it touches with ugliness and decay.
That's rude.
Right? It is too late for me. I have become infected, and now I will finally join my daughter in death. Fun.
Okay. All right. So it's a upbeat game.
Yeah, go P1. Save
Yeah.
our world from this plague. So I am P1, the hero.
Okay. Ah, the king exploded.
As kings are apt to do. You don't remember when Henry VIII exploded?
Drop that bass and explode the king.
So you use the arrow keys and the space bar, and that's pretty much it.
Okay.
That's the controls for this bad boy.
Okay. So it's all black and white now.
Yeah,
You're in the Game Boy.
Yeah, so I have to defeat these glitches.
Okay. All right.
And they're making, like,
Whoa.
corrupt NES sprites. Whenever I get hit, the game corrupts more.
Oh, that's kind of an interesting.
Yeah, see, this game is kind of neat.
All right, it's got some neat elements to it.
But it's also kind of weird. So I'm gonna get this box. It was hard to get it. And I got the first dead princess key. I don't know what that means. I'll never find out. I do find out, but my old friend, the world is ending. Are you ready to die? I'm gonna choose horse. And nothing happens, so that's great.
Alright. So you just gotta...
Go around and slice dudes. It's
Yes.
Legend of Zelda.
You're just killing a bunch of cubes.
Right. So you must find my sullen heart ticking under the ground,
Okay.
which I think is what the singer just said with their mouth.
So... this music is better than I remember Skrillex music being to an extent?
Right. Wait.
Oh, okay.
It is kind of just this song for most of the game, though.
Okay.
No one is safe from the glitch, not even down here.
So in this world, this glitch has been going on for like a millennia.
I think so. It's not really explained, but so now I go through this Zelda dungeon.
Yeah, absolutely a Zelda dungeon.
Yeah. And I like the way the floor works, and I can recognize some of the sprites. Sorrow, doom, hopelessness, death. I won't be needing this anymore. And so he's gonna give me a piece of the scroll.
Okay.
I don't know what that does or means, and I never find out.
Well, you probably have to beat the game, I would imagine.
I do beat the game.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I find many more pieces of scroll, and I never find out. I never get the full thing, and I don't know what it does.
Do you ever fight someone that isn't a flashing cube?
Yes.
Okay.
You'll see them.
Alright, cool.
So I choose between liquor or love. I chose liquor, and so now me and this old man are gonna get drunk.
Alright, alright.
I'm in this place for a while. I cut some of it out. and then it falls apart.
I kind of dig the retro Zelda dungeon style that it has. Oh man, you're falling into like the Nether Void.
Right? And so
I think this is a Nintendo commercial.
it's advertising how your NES breaks and what happens when you tilt the cart.
Yeah, this is what Nikki was really doing when she was doing the cartridge tilt.
And so now I'm in this desert, and I get up, I can run around. Oh, here's a guy at the desert store. All the food is poisoned. Well, okay. By trees. All the trees are dead. Great, awesome.
What a
all the children have cancer. You're next.
What a crappy shop.
Here, have a key. I did it. I unlocked the key by talking to a depressing man. Alright, so glitches keep kind of coming at me like trains. There's another guy out here, but the controls are a little slippery in the desert for some reason. It has ice physics.
What? Well, I guess, alright, it's glitchy. That's fine.
Right. They look like big, good, strong hands, don't they? I always thought that's what they were. My little friends, there's Glass Joe for some reason dead on the bottom right of his text box.
Whoa, it is.
The glitch pulled him right out of my hands. I failed.
This is a weird glitch. It pulls sprites from other games.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of Mega Man sprites, some Ninja Turtle sprites. I'm honestly sure everything here is probably from something else.
Yeah, and I'm sure they do not have the rights to use them in any way.
Yeah. I should mention this game is no longer available where it originally was. I had to find it on a kind of defunct games site.
Okay. Well, Skrillex doesn't need this copyright infringing game anymore.
I mean, Skrillex, other than having a Skrillex song in it...
Jesus?
Yeah, now it's Jesus. Other than having a Skrillex song in it, it doesn't really seem Skrillex related.
No, not really. Oh, that's kind of neat.
So there's the dead princess.
Oh, okay. So you need a key to unlock each one of those locks.
I need 5 keys.
You don't have enough.
Well, I have 4. So we're gonna go up this ladder.
Climb this dubious ladder to your certain doom.
And there are glitches coming in from the left and right, and I can now press left and right to slash them, like it's the motorcycle minigame in Final Fantasy VII.
Alright. Oh shit. How were you supposed to hit that? It came behind you.
Right?
Oh, alright.
I have a lot of health, and...
Oh, cool, there's a hole in the sky. That's...
Yeah. So now I get to use keys or slash the locks. Well, I do have a lot of keys. I have 1, 2, 3, and 5.
Okay, so you're missing 1.
Yeah. So I can just beat this one up.
Oh, really? So you don't have to go back and...
No.
So
what? By the way, I guess seizure alert?
Yeah. So what if you showed up without any keys? Could you just break all of them?
Yes.
In which case, what's the point of the keys?
I don't. What's the point of anything? You freed the princess ghost. Well, that's... Oh, no.
Summit.
Which I think is the name of the song.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with Mr. X.
I'm not either.
But, oh god, here he is.
Yep, there he is. Playing, music for a bunch of servers.
Yep. Well, it turns out Skrillex is evil?
Wait, he's the glitch?
Yeah, and he said he wants to kill everybody in the world. So he's making the servers attack me.
Okay.
And now they're sending glitch boxes after me.
I think I've had this exact nightmare.
Yeah, man, I also get really, creeped out by servers.
Well, ones that shoot fucking blinking boxes of sprites at you.
That's true. I mean, I'm already scared by Sprite.
Yeah.
I'm a 7-up boy.
So, you kind of fought something that isn't a flashing box.
Well, just wait.
Okay.
Now these servers, they're going to become flashing boxes. I have to fight my way through them.
Is this also an escort mission? Can your lady get killed?
I don't think she can, no.
Okay.
So this section's all about timing.
Okay. Alright, so...
Alright, we got him, we got him.
I gotta say, for a web game, this isn't that bad.
Right?
This looks pretty good.
Alright, time for the Skrillex battle.
Okay.
I can shoot giant glitch blocks at me, so I can switch lanes and get down there and hit him.
Alright, alright.
It's kind of like Banjo-Kazooie, the last fight.
Why would you make the villain of the game the thing you're trying to sell? Yeah.
I have no idea.
It sounds like flawed logic.
So the entire world has been destroyed at this point. It's all been destroyed. And so now our friends are, our hero and our heroine are going to have one last-ditch effort.
Alright. So are you actually jumping here, or is this just kind of...
This is an ending cutscene.
Okay.
But it's all worth it.
To flip a lever?
So they flip the lever, and that makes what they're standing on erupt out of the ground. But wait, this isn't. I'm telling you, the ending is fantastic.
Okay.
It's so now they're all above it. She plays the whistle.
Okay.
And there's the speck of dust on the cartridge.
Oh.
Well. And then you win.
All right, I like that. I can dig that.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Oh.
So you get kind of your score at the end. There were different things I could find. I didn't find everything. I don't care to. But yeah, so.
Okay. So, man, that that was Skrillex Quest, I suppose.
That is an interesting way to advertise something.
Yeah, what do you think?
Not terrible.
Yeah, it looked better than I would have expected a web game called Skrillex Quest to be. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right on. So, anything else you want to say before we move on?
Not at all. Go listen to. You don't have to listen to Skrillex.
Don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can if you want. I'm not gonna Skrillex shame right here, but you don't have to.
But we're not your dads.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you want us to be.
Well, there's a whole form process. There's a lot of red tape. Anyway,
there's a lot of fan fiction.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh God, I hope not. Anyway, let's move on to my game. My first game. So I played a game that takes our little candied friends, the M&Ms.
The Sprees. Oh.
No, it's M&Ms on an adventure. In fact, it's called M&M Adventure for the Nintendo DS.
They worked hard on that name.
They really did, because there's a lot of M&M games, Matt, more than I thought.
Really?
Yeah. So I played the one that was more like a platform game and not like a racer or a party game or collect all the minis.
Okay.
And they build this as a game that takes place around Christmas, but all the levels are apparently supposed to have a theme based around another holiday. So let's just watch it and we'll see how well they do that.
Okay, I'm ready.
Right on. All right. Okay, M&M Adventure. Let's go.
I'm ready to go on an adventure with you.
Yeah, me too. So green.
The green one.
Yeah, and there you see it's Christmas, and
my favorite M&M's
Yeah.
characters.
So now I'm red.
Oh, hey, it's me, Billy West.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now it wanted me to pick up a coin, but I said nope. I do what I want.
So you said they make a lot of M&M games.
They really do.
They're like M&M Hunter.
Yeah, kind of. Okay.
Rancher.
Now right there, I picked up an M&M.
Okay.
As an item.
No.
Which that means in this world, there are M&Ms that are not sentient creatures.
No.
And can instead be collected, I'm assuming, as some form of currency.
Okay.
So I don't know what is happening here. I just start pressing buttons.
Sure.
Yeah, so now I'm in M&M's HQ.
Great, finally.
Finally.
Take down those bastards.
Absolutely. They needed to be taken down a peg.
That's
right.
one candy saved nicely.
119 candies to go.
What?
Yep. It's too many. Alright, so I'm in this weird world. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. They don't hold your hand, which is good. But they also don't really help you either.
Hey, I have another question.
Yes,
Cody.
go ahead.
Who the hell is this game for?
Dude, I'm assuming just rampant M&M fans.
How many of those are there? Like, one?
I don't know. You'd think, but like, we've been to stores that are entirely M&M themed. Like,
it closed.
There's two of them. There's one in Las Vegas and one in New York.
You can open anything in Las Vegas.
That's true. Yeah. Multi-stories of M&M merchandise. All right.
Boy,
so,
there is nothing more exciting than the extremely slow screen transitions of M&M's Adventure.
Right? And just me sort of walking around. All right, so now I've got some
Holy
wings.
shit.
So now I've got to fly and
this is terrifying.
Yeah, and the controls are real bad. So I'm missing fucking everything.
Imagine if you opened up a bag of M&Ms and this motherfucker just flew out, like dive bombing you. Eat my friends, well, yeah.
I'd probably buy more packages of M&Ms.
Yeah. I'd get peanuts. I always liked them better.
Yeah. I would rather have played as the yellow one.
As Ray Romano's brother.
Yeah. Except I think it's J.K. Simmons, not Brad Garrett.
Yeah, but he's doing a Ray Romano's brother impression.
Yeah. So I still have not found any levels themed around a holiday like the Wikipedia said.
There's a tree.
Except for this office right here.
Okay. Is this the office of M&M HQ? Is this the M&M boss?
Yeah, I just have to fight the sleeping yellow one and the green one. That's the secretary.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure out where the hell I was hoping I could maybe switch to the yellow one right there, but I can't. So I'm picking up some coins for reasons, I suppose.
Once you go red, you never get out of bed.
What a depressing saying for red. All right, so I guess I'm. There's the Valentine's Day thing right there.
Is this like Nightmare Before Christmas?
I think maybe it's trying to be real poor. Real poor job. So the controls are real bad in this game, so I've decided maybe I don't really want to go to Valentine's World. I'll instead walk over here and touch this thing, and now I don't know why, but I'm all of a sudden in first person.
Oh no!
And I can't jump. I just sort of walk around as a camera. Oh, now I can jump. I opened a door.
Do you think that when M&Ms die, they become ghosts? Like this?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So maybe you're an M&M that died with a passion, and now you have unfinished M&M business.
Every time I eat a package of M&Ms, I just get a whole room of ghosts.
Yeah, all of them are like, we never went to Paris.
All right, so I gave up. I decided after 4 minutes that I was done with that game. I would instead go play something else, which I do, and we will see what that something else is after your game. But yeah,
I can't wait for M&M games though. I love M&M Adventure, M&M Strike Back,
Yeah.
M&M Fury Road.
Oh,
Just-
absolutely. Uh, I don't
I
know.
love
It's too much.
to M. I don't.
Yeah, no, it's starring Vin Diesel. It's great.
Yes,
Yeah,
as green.
yeah, it's the lady.
Yes.
Yeah. So the game was real boring, real bad. Controls were very frustrating. I do not suggest playing it. I do not suggest maybe buy it so you can break it because it
Sure.
was shit. It was super shit. You know what's not shit? Maybe your game,
My game.
Matt. What'd you play?
You ever heard of a game called Bulletstorm?
I did. Yes.
The Bulletstorm came out around like 2011, 2012.
Yeah.
PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 3, Xbox 360. It was a first-person shooter developed by Epic Games, and it was supposedly pretty good. I never played it, but supposedly it was a return to what at that point was not a first-person shooter genre anymore, like the old fast-paced Quake, Doom, arcadey action style. And people seem to like it okay. In order to, and we're about to get pretty meta here, Bulletstorm had a pretty audacious advertising campaign
Mm-hmm.
wherein it was kind of like the Crash Bandicoot campaigns of old, where Bulletstorm in their ads took on the other first-person shooter franchises and called them shit.
Okay.
And they were like, everything they do is shit. All these other games are garbage. Buy Bulletstorm. It's time for the storm of bullets.
Was that their tagline?
Probably, yeah. I mean, listen, I've been doing taglines all show. I'm really good at it. I know these things. Try Bulletstorm. Get your storm umbrella for bullets in the umbrella. Here we go. But in order to really stick it to some of their competitors,
Yeah.
in order to advertise Bulletstorm, the makers of Bulletstorm made a Call of Duty parody game.
What?
They made an entire game that was meant to call Call of Duty shit and advertise Bulletstorm. A separate
Okay,
game
sure.
for Bulletstorm.
Did they charge for this game or was it free?
It was free. Yeah, it was available on PC only. You could download it, and it's called Duty Calls.
Duty Call.
DUTY. Please grow up.
Yeah, but like, do they make that joke?
They don't, but they should have.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Well, anything else you would like to say, or should we?
Let's just take a gander.
Let's do it. Let's take a gander.
So this is pretty much. It looks like a Call of Duty game.
Yeah.
It's got its own controls.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, you listen.
War never changes. Or does it? The war has changed. Did it? The answer is no. Unless it is yes. No, of course it is. Is war. Yes. No.
What?
Yes?
And that was it.
Okay.
There was
Cool.
receiving important war messages full of important instructions about war and stuff, etc.
Blah, blah, nuclear missile bomb. Blah, blah, blah. Counting on you. Utmost importance. Win. Good luck.
So
They
here
really
we
got
are.
top tier voice talent.
Entering a real life war scenario.
I am an enemy. Ow.
So every time I fire a bullet, a guy says boring.
Master Sergeant Shooter Person.
So I've ranked that. So I'm feeling pretty good.
Me too.
All right.
Bloody scream. So real.
And so now it's very realistic.
Boring. 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 Boring.
This game is just being mean.
It is kind of mean. I love it.
Also an enemy.
Boring. Boring. Boring.
Oh.
Boring. Rank up. Master Sergeant Shooter Sergeant Person.
So now we just continue through the game. Uh-oh. Pick up a small meaningless stick. Congrats.
Hey, Fox Club Niner. I'm gonna point at you and say something serious to further develop the game's storyline. Oh, I'm dead. Increasing the drama of the story.
Ha ha ha. You cannot stop me unless the game goes into slow motion for some reason, and I become easy to shoot.
Is it Tommy? Is Tommy Wiseau in this game?
And so the game becomes slow motion.
Amber, you and I had the same idea.
Rank up! Sergeant, Master Sergeant, Shooter person.
You are doing very well.
I am ranking up. I'm going through the ranks pretty quickly here. And so you can see there's just giant tanks, big trucks, lots of corridors to go through.
Absolutely, yeah.
And enemies will pop up out of corridors.
Another enemy. Boring. Boring. Rank up! Master Sergeant, Shooter Sergeant, important person of Sergeant's Extreme.
There's a jump button, but you can barely jump. Just like in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I am also an enemy. Boring. Boring.
What's with the boring?
Because shooting in Call of Duty is boring.
I guess.
I am a paratrooper because that is a real-life war scenario. You cannot shoot me because this is a cutscene to make the game feel more dramatic, like a movie. Soon I'll be landing. I have landed on the ground.
Boring. Rank up!
It's so good.
Sergeant of the Master Sergeants, most important person of Extreme Sergeants, to the max.
So now I've got 500 sheets of white rolled notebook paper. So that's good.
All right.
Do not enter secret enemy hideout place.
I have a gravelly voice with a big full accent. I have an eye patch and I wear a nice suit. This means I am leader of bad guy. I hold a nuclear missile bomb. I will never give nuclear missile bomb to you. Give the nuclear missile bomb to us, leader enemy boss. Then put your hands up. Okay. Say is dominate.
You have fireworks fingers.
I am crying tears.
And so then it just plays a Bulletstorm trailer. Yeah, we don't actually have to watch the Bulletstorm trailer.
That's fine.
But yeah.
So
That's the entirety of Duty Calls. They programmed that, and it's silly as shit. And I loved it.
So I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to play Bulletstorm.
Right? Yeah.
Like, that was fun to watch. That was good.
Yeah, I honestly would play more of just games with bad voice actors like that, personally.
Yeah. Like, they need to make a game. They just need to make a full version of Duty Calls.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, right on. So that was short. I'm assuming that was the whole thing, or
That's it. Yeah, I beat it.
right on. All right. Anything else you want to say before we move on?
Go America. It's not working.
Is that
It's
your
not working.
commercial for America?
No, I'm trying to make fireworks shoot out.
Yeah, firework fingers. Yeah.
Oh well.
Sorry, it's unfortunately reality does not involve those powers.
I gave it a shot. One
right.
day. Thanks, Obama.
All right, so for our final game of the evening,
I'm excited to see this.
this is a first for this show on fucking Advergames week. So I decided I would say, hey, you know what was a good game that was also an Advergame for the Xbox 360? Doritos Crash Course.
Doritos Crash Course ruled.
It really did. They made a good one, a good Advergame. So I thought, okay, I'll try to see if they had a sequel to that and play that. Turns out you can't get that game, the sequel or the first one at all, really, anymore, unless you have a 360. But it was on the Windows 10 and Windows 8. It's not available anymore. But
I think you can't even download it unless you've downloaded it before.
Okay. Yeah, so it's pretty much gone. So I looked to see if Doritos had made any other games. And they did. They made a game called Doritos VR Battle. So
Finally, I can live my way through a realistic Dorito battle.
yes, absolutely. So I'd said, yeah, I'll pay $3 to try that. Why not?
Sure.
So I bought it on Steam, and you're gonna watch. Unfortunately, I could not get the camera to record with it at the same time without really severely reducing the frame rate. So we don't have me waving my arms around and shit. But you can see the results of me playing it. So we're playing our very first VR game on this show, and it's going to be a fucking Doritos game.
Are we gonna get motion sick?
There is a slight chance you may get motion sick.
Am I gonna get stomach sick from eating too many delicious Cooler Ranch Doritos?
That will definitely happen. So just, be prepared. You're probably going to get sick watching this.
Sure, I'm ready.
For one of two reasons. But let's just get into it, right? Let's watch. All right.
This is already insane.
Yeah, so we have my hands. If I pull little triggers, I get fingers.
Okay.
All right, so we start out in this weird void where I just basically grab a bunch of Doritos. And I have to avoid this wall. I have to lean to the side. All right.
Why are you crushing them in your hands?
Look, I need to get the Doritos. I don't need them to be in good shape.
Okay. Is the Dorito battle you throwing crushed up Doritos at people?
Well, we'll get there. So
How are you moving around?
how am I moving? I'm leaning my body.
Okay. This is ridiculous.
Yes.
Oh wait, your score.
My score. There we go. 1,520 or something.
Dorito points.
Yeah. Okay, so I skipped the next part because it was pretty much exactly the same.
Okay.
So here we have these little swinging pillars. We're
This
still
is a-
collecting Doritos.
This is a fucking nightmare.
A little bit. It is a little intimidating actually being inside this world. So I
Sure.
have to make sure that I don't fucking hit these things that are swinging towards my fucking head.
So this is VR, right?
Yeah, this is VR.
So if you hit by one of those, do you fly across the room into your wall?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
That's how that works.
But it is disheartening because it's, you're immersed in it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You're in the Dorito world
Yeah.
that you've always dreamed of.
I almost got hit by that one.
My God.
All right.
Ah.
I got hit.
Oh no, I feel bad in my
man.
belly.
All right, so I failed right there. Luckily, it'll let me pick up from that level. So I'm like,
Mission
all right,
briefing. Grab Doritos.
yeah, let's try it again.
Sure thing, MI6. Jesus. I cannot wait for Mission Impossible Fallout where it's like your mission, should you choose to accept it, grab Doritos.
Yep.
Can you slow yourself down?
Nope.
Oh
So
no.
I got hit in the back of the head that time. So I died again. So,
Do you have lives?
no, you can keep going. I think you take like a score hit, but I don't fucking care about the scores.
Sure.
So, I decide to try something new here. And that's to lay on the fucking ground.
Like you physically were laying on
Like
the
I
ground.
physically laid on the ground.
Okay.
It worked. Like they can't hit me. So, yeah, I just did that for every one of those swinging things, and it worked. So
What a fun game so far.
Now I've moved on. Now we're getting to the actual battle portion.
Oh shit!
I've picked up.
What?
Yep. So I'm just shooting.
What?
Yeah.
Oh god!
Yeah.
Wait,
There was a
there's
guy
a
there.
Dorito beast.
There was a Dorito beast, and I killed it. I murdered it.
He was like, "How do you feel about salsa verde?" Dude, you're pretty good at this.
I don't know why the audio seems to be out of sync for me. I don't know if it is,
A little bit.
but it's not too bad.
I mean, is there some kind of big voice acting cutscene that's gonna...
No.
Yeah. What is the story of this game?
One Doritos enough that you
Yeah, when you want Doritos really bad, you enter the Dorito Zone. The Dorito Zone is a place inside the hearts and minds of all mankind, where Doritos and your darkest fears exist. Turn around, there's a Dorito. Look to your left, there's a Dorito.
So now we got all these beasts.
These are the Dorito beasts. They were the remnants of Doritos that have been left in the bottom of a bag to rot. Can they hit you?
Yes, they can. I'm trying to keep up with it, but it's there's a lot happening.
Yeah, this seems kind of difficult.
Yeah, and like they're getting right up in my grill, man.
Oh no!
I got slain.
And one hit kills.
I think you may be a little upset, Nikki. I'm sorry.
Well, I think you know what to do.
Yeah.
Lay on the ground.
Actually, I didn't try that. That probably would have worked.
If you play dead, they won't know that you're there.
I decided that when I start getting toward the end, maybe I don't need to try to shoot all the ones that can't reach me.
Okay.
So I'm gonna focus more along the ones that
Hey, old beast, what you doing? I'm eating a bag of Doritos. Doritos. Oh, you did it.
I made it.
Past the layout, Dorito beast.
Slayed all those beasts.
Hello, enter the Dorito Lotus. This is the Dorito Prime, the Dorito from which all other Doritos has come from. Touch it at your peril. It is a power unlike any Dorito you have ever imagined. It is Cool Ranch. It is Nacho Cheese. It is Salsa Verde. It is all Doritos at once. No! Shit!
It just shattered, and now it's orbiting me as if
What'd
I
you
was the
do?
Dorito sun. I grabbed it, and now I can grab the little parts. And that is the entirety of Dorito VR Battle. that is the whole thing. So now I got to put in my score. Butts.
Yeah, excellent.
That's it. That's it. That was Dorito VR Battle, first VR game of the show.
Man, really just knocking it out of the park on the first one, huh?
Right? Yeah.
No reason to do anymore.
So it was
A game that was made.
I asked for a refund. So
Really?
I got my money back on it. It was only $3 though, so really it's not that bad. But there are much better free VR games. So, you know.
Can I recommend, if you want to get the experience of Doritos VR Battle,
Yeah.
eat some Doritos.
Yeah, probably. Also,
And then
but like
shoot.
while holding a gun.
Yes.
Yeah, and then shoot
Which is the
some-
only way any American would ever eat disgusting Mexican chips.
Oh yeah.
Please.
Yeah, you make a very good point.
Yeah.
So that's it, guys. That's all we have for this week. I don't know what else to tell you. Don't be greedy. You got 4 games this week, guys.
That's a lot of games.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've advertised a lot of products.
We did.
Like paper towels. This is a paper towel, not a regular one. Don't use it for your butt crack.
Sound advice.
Yep.
All right. So before we go ahead and sign off for the week, Matt, what are we going to play next time?
It's multiplayer week. We talked about it last episode.
That's right. That's right. Nikki will be back. It'll be
People
multiplayer week.
people watching this one are going to be like, "Why isn't it multiplayer week?"
Yeah, because Nikki had to go to wedding hell, so So we will actually do multiplayer week next time.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what you have to look forward to. This has been Cartridge Blowers. I'm Cody Coleman, and with me, as always, is Matt Crua.
It's me.
Yeah. Until next time, don't die. But Matt, what should they do?
Well, first they should keep on blowing.
Yeah.
But then they should use a microphone. By Blue, the microphone people. This changed the way my voice sounds in the recording.
Just barely, honestly. Okay, well now it's getting gross. All right, bye everybody. Other hand.